Story 1. Please help. How do I politely tell MIL there's no chance in hell I'm marrying my fiancée in her wedding dress? My 32F, MIL 62F, is such a confusing person. Sometimes she can be kind and thoughtful, but other times she's completely off the rails, manipulative, controlling, you name it. The longer I've known her, the more it's starting to wear on me, and lately, I've just had enough. My partner, 33M, and I recently got engaged, and of course, she had to throw a fit about the wedding from the start. She was upset that we didn't choose the date she thought was best, so I had to have my fiancé talk to her and tell her to back off. We're making decisions that work for us, not her. We've talked about a destination wedding, but nothing is set in stone yet. Since we mentioned it, though, she's been bombarding me with emails about different resort places she hears about from her clients. It's uncomfortable because now, she's clearly invested in the idea, and if we don't do a destination wedding, I know she's going to be upset. The resorts she's sending me are way out of our price range, and when I tell her that, she just says things like, "But you want everything to be perfect, don't you?" It's getting hard to deal with. Now, here's the part one really need help with. She sent me another one of those emails today, and I replied that the resorts look nice but are way too expensive for us. She responded by saying that she got her wedding dress out and that it still looks beautiful, and she's giving it to me. She had my fiancé bring it home without asking me first, and she said if I wanted to wear it, she'd be so happy, but if I didn't, I could sell it and keep the money. The problem is, I really don't want either option. I don't have time to sell a 35-year-old wedding dress, and there's no way I'm getting married in his mom's dress. But it's already on its way here, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if this is relevant, but I've been thinking about asking my fiancé to stop bringing things home from her, especially stuff she insists on giving us. She's always sending things over food, random gifts, and whenever I thank her, it feels like she turns it into an obligation to hang out. At first, I thought she just wanted to make plans, but now I'm wondering if it's more about control. I can't even explain how, but that's how it feels. If I don't thank her for everything, she just keeps sending more stuff, old clothes, books, you name it. I end up making trips to the second-hand store to donate all this stuff I don't want, but if I were to donate the dress or tell her I don't want it, she'd be absolutely furious. She would be offended, and I just don't want to cause another big ordeal. What should I do here? I don't want to make things worse, but I also don't want to be stuck with things I don't need or want. How do I handle this without making it a huge issue? Comment 1. Stop carrying cash around your house. It's gross because if you have cash rarely and it disappears every time, that means she must be searching your belongings every night. Which, frankly, sounds like some form of kleptomania or compulsive behavior. Has she always been like this, or is this a new behavior? Is she short of money, in general? Comment 2. Please lock your things away if your mother can't/won't stop stealing from you. Comment 3. Why are you still taking money home? You know it will go missing. Keep it in the bank until you need it. If you must take it home, buy a decent lockbox, one with individual locks. Cheap ones can be unlocked using other cheap lockboxes keys. Keep the key in your pocket. Comment 4. You're allowed to move out. No one can actually stop you. Stealing isn't your culture, but your mom does it, lol. Comment 5. You have a fiancé problem? Put everything in his car and tell him to return it and deal with his mother, or there'll be no wedding. Comment 6. I would put this on your partner to deal with. He should be the one to try to sell it or to return it to her. He can say he is not going to add another thing to your plate, and he doesn't want it either. It's creepy to have your bride wearing your mom's wedding dress, and he doesn't want you wearing it. It's not you rejecting it. He protects you here. He should not be accepting all of this stuff to begin with. He needs to practice shutting it down and not bringing it to your house. His circus, his monkey. Comment 7. Your fiancé needs to be the one having the conversation with his mom about all of this. He needs to tell her that he gets she's excited, but it's not her wedding, and she will get the details once decisions are made. It's not her place to tell anyone anything. And he needs to take her wedding dress back. Story 2. Her bad cooking resulted in my car getting totaled. Okay, this is more of a funny story I wanted to share. My ML is a horrible cook, I explain it to people as my MIL must believe that food is food, and you eat anything edible and should not complain about it. FIL once told us that if it tasted bad, we just need to add enough mustard so that it tastes like we're just eating mustard. Anyways, we stayed over for a few days while our house sale was going. She has an issue where she doesn't allow outside food in her house, so we are stuck eating whatever she makes. I think it offends her, or she has some weird beliefs about certain foods being bad for you. She once got mad at me for drinking carbonated water when sparkling water is so much healthier for me. For dinner, she had a frozen package of a rice dish that was rice, vegetables, and apple cider vinegar. Then she put a gravy made out of cream of mushroom soup on top. It was horrible. After my wife and I pretended to eat it, we put our kids to bed and made an excuse that we needed to go to the store. In reality, we were heading to Wendy's, which is what we do after every meal that MIL makes. We made it about a mile when a teenager ran into us while we were stopped at a red light. My car had been paid off since 2018, and I had just done a bunch of work on it to help it run more smoothly. Anyways, MIL's bad cooking led to me losing my car that I'd had for almost 9 years. Comment 1. Get the F out is a complete sentence. You're doing great, mama. Don't let this old cow tell you any different. Comment 2. I don't understand your MIL's issue. Babies eating is messy no matter what or how you feed them. It's not like you're leaving the baby in it all day. Ignore her and do what works for you. Comment 3. The next time she talks poop to you in front of, or to your baby, tell her to get out. Your husband should also tell her the same. This is a hill to die on. She does not get to blatantly disrespect you in front of, or to, your child. That is damaging how your child sees you and normalizing abuse. Comment 4. Revoke MIL access privileges. This was way out of line. Anyone who thinks a new baby isn't going to be a messy eater when doing it for themselves is F-kin clueless. That's normal. You're doing great. Comment 5. Solidarity. My ML also loves that I raised 4 kids and that meme or whatever that says, yeah, and I've seen your work and I'm not impressed, is how I feel every single time. Baby-led weaning is a very healthy and good step if baby is doing well. You are doing amazing. You would know if it wasn't working for you guys, and it sounds like it is. Don't let that control freak speak on you and your parenting. Comment 6. Man, your kids deserve some Wendy's too. Comment 7. Sorry about your car, but that meal sounds horrible. I would be searching for the cheapest hotel in the area. At least then you could eat. Comment 8. The things they do to us just always have more cost than the direct ones. I'm sorry you lost your car. Comment 9. Sounds horrible. That meal must have looked and maybe tasted like vomit. Comment 10. What's the difference between carbonated versus sparkling water? They're not the same? And where does seltzer fit in? Story 3. Her need for control reached a whole new level, and it's resulting in full no contact from both of us. I now fully believe my ML is purposely jerking around my husband with constantly moving goalposts, ever-changing promises, and twisting what has been said. Her latest, they will not give him the money they literally owe him, and instead they offered that we can move into the apartment they will buy with the money. It's a 1-bedroom, far too small for us, and it's right next to them. So you can imagine what our expectations and thoughts are. Neither of us wants this. We have our own place they don't know about. DH sent a message telling them after this week they won't even know where we live, and unless they give him the money this week, we will go permanently no contact with them. In a way, I'm glad to be fully rid of them. But I'm also sad for DH and currently researching therapists for him individually and us as a couple. It's infuriating that they tried to sabotage our plans just so they get what they wanted, us living close to them. I don't want to hate them because it takes up so much headspace and emotional energy, but I now believe my ML is actually evil. Who does something like this to their own child, their only child, who helped them constantly and with big amounts of money? They broke every single promise they made, and they even tried to destroy our relationship. Comment 1. You and your fiancé need to have a conversation that once you are married, you two are the primary family for each other. His and your families of origin are no longer your core family. You both have to prioritize your new family, forsaking all others. If this can't happen, your marriage will be fraught with conflict and will be unhappy. Comment 2. The photographer's client can ask the photographer not to follow the inevitable request from ML to fulfill her wish. Comment 3. Your wedding isn't a free photo opportunity for her or anybody else. Comment 4. Does he have proof these were loans? If he does, I'd contact an attorney about filing a civil lawsuit. I have a hard time believing these people were begging money from him only to put it aside and now want to buy an apartment to get you beside them. Not saying I don't believe you, but I'm saying I don't believe that they actually just have this junk of money laying around. I think this apartment thing is them buying and paying a mortgage because they don't have the funds available. And it's an illusion of paying him back. This may be a situation where you absolutely cut contact, but also cut off any future financial contributions to them and consider this a lesson learned. Comment 5. Give up on getting any money from them. They are now using it to anchor you in having contact from them, because how can they give you the money if they have no way of contacting you? Therapy is so useful for dealing with all these issues. They will always break any promise and hold things over you to make sure that you don't break contact. Comment 6. They are infantilizing him and using their debt as a weapon. Nice, honest people do not do this. As he told them, I don't need you to buy a house for me with my own money. I'm not a helpless child unable to find a home. At least he's learned an important lesson about their character. Never help them or do them a favor. What most people would think of as a kindness, they think of as ammunition to use against him. They are manipulative and dishonest. Comment 7. I'm glancing back through some of the old stuff, and she sounds terrible, but I am trying to understand what you mean by they owed you money. Is this money they promised? Was this money in a will? Was this money they borrowed from him? If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.